Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today sees me and my daughter going to Helston in Cornwall, and it's just a mini haul because I'm going to Devon tomorrow. I just wanted to go with her really just for a trip out because I don't see her very often. And I said I wasn't going to pick up any ceramic, and I almost stuck to my plan. I also picked up something that I've seen over in Helston the last 3 times I've been over there, so probably the last 6 months it's been there and no one has got it. So today I picked it up, so I'm really excited to show you. First of all, you're going to follow me around the shops a little bit so you can see what kind of things I found, and then I'll come back here in a minute so that I can show you what I got.
She's got school shorts.
Oh, what, for school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she wears
Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, right. Who's that? Oh,
And when did you say it's So what did you think? The weather was quite good today. We got quite warm actually because the sun came out. Yeah, so there was quite a lot of different things that I saw there. I was tempted by some things, but I tried to stick to my plan because I'm going, like I said, I'm going away tomorrow and I'm going to a flea market on Saturday. So I didn't want to spend too much money because in the reselling business, you can get into the habit of spending way too much money and then not making any money back. So you eat into your profits. So anyway, I'll show you what I got now and I hope you enjoy it. First of all, I always pick up the little brass bell here, and it works. I hope the dog doesn't come running now because I've just done that. That was £2. It's got a nice little ornate handle. Excuse the birds, I've got the conservatory door open, and as you can hear, the sparrows have made a lot of noise. They're all in the bird bath at the moment. I'll carry on talking over their racket. The next thing I picked up were these two. Now, I think my gran had blue ones, cobalt blue ones like these. These two, I think they're dolphins, and I just thought, they're really pretty. I have a feeling they might be older because my gran had them, but she had, like I said, she had blue ones very similar to this, but I just thought they were a bit unusual, so I picked those up. Oh, and they were £2.50 each. And then the next thing I picked up, another thing that I remember seeing in my grand's house in this pattern, but on the bottom it says Gisela Graham, London. So I don't know how old it is, but I just thought this was so pretty. Really, really nice little pot. Little kind of trinket jam pot maybe, possibly. And you know, maybe these kind of, maybe that's like kiwi fruit design. I don't know. If anybody knows anything about this, because it's quite an unusual design. So if anybody's got any knowledge about this, please do comment on this video because I love to learn. And then the next things I got, now I've got one pic of this lady's art already, and now I've found a matching pair and I'm really pleased with this. So these two by Jean Michael there. So it's 3D paper towel art. I think it's called paper towel, as you can see. Beautiful. So you've got, I think those are like a dog rose, and then that is, I think, maybe an orchid. Yes, that looks like an orchid, some kind of orchid, possibly. You might put me right if I'm not right about that. And then on the back it does say handmade in Jan Michael. Oh, it's Jan Michael Studios. This one's 1992 and this one's 1993, but they're matching. And I just thought, look at the frames. They're just so pretty. Really, really early 90s kind of floral frame, a real theme going on there. I need to dig out the other art I've got like this. I think it's slightly bigger. It's still in like a shadow box frame, as you can see. But these are really, really cottagey, really pretty. As I always say, if you see anything on my videos that you want to get before they go online, please do comment in the comments box and I can get in touch, and we can do it that way if you don't want to wait until they go on platforms and risk them being bought by somebody else. The next thing that I got is this. Now, I don't think this is old, but kitchen kind of wall decor always does really well for me. That other one I bought, I don't remember, the black board I bought, that went really quickly. So this is a bottle opener with a little metal tray underneath to catch all the bottle tops. So be a bottle opener. It's got this nice, very robust fitting here for actually you popping the lid off the metal top of your bottles. It's in French, and on the back there is a barcode and it says €18.50 on the back. So it's not particularly old, but it's made to look old. And it says bistro on rendezvous des amis. I would imagine it's a bistro where you meet your friends. But then my French isn't very good, so the translation might not be right. But I just thought that was really nice, and I thought this kind of kitchen decor is quite popular, especially with the French theme going on. So I picked that up. That one was only £3.50. These were £1.50 each, and I told you about the glass. The next, oh, and this beautiful pot here was just £2. The next thing I picked up, I always pick up Marks and Spencer's, and it is modern again. Well, it says Marks and Spencer, but I think the actual font, probably looking at a couple of years old, possibly, especially with this fitting here and the fact that those screws are rusted a little bit. So I would say it's a little older, but 3D snowdrops. Very, very pretty. This was £2. I always pick up Marks and Spencer's, these kind of, I think it's resin or ceramic. So they're made to look really old. They're made to look like they're cracked, but obviously no cracks. I just think just so pretty, very, very delicate. And these are quite popular. I've sold a few of these kind of wall plaques of Marks and Spencer's before. And then anybody remember when Avon made table lamps? And look what I found. So this, I had to tighten this bit up because it was a bit wobbly. It has been pat tested. It was pat tested on the 15th of March 2026 by the charity. And it's German made in Bavaria, West Germany, quality porcelain, created exclusively for Avon, 1886 to 1977. So I would imagine it's older than 1977. Can you see there's like embossed rose, I think they're roses, and then lovely transfer wear just there as well. Little Avon table lamp. I just thought that was really cute. And I know that vintage Avon can sell for a bit, so I thought I would pick that up. Now, the last thing is the thing that I've had my eye on for probably, I want to say since February last year, or maybe September last year, sometime last year when John and I first went over to Helston to look at the charity shops. I saw this hang on the wall, but at the time we were like weighed down with bags, and I just thought I can't carry this as well because it's bigger, but it's beautiful. And when they took it off the wall, I realized it's also hand painted, and I do love a mirror. So there it is. You can see my garden. Look, there you go. I've got a new tripod for my YouTube videos. Look, there you go. There's the garden. So as you can see, that frame is completely hand painted. Isn't that beautiful? So it's very 1980s, kind of a pastel floor. I think it's hand painted. I'm sure it is. It's either that, or if it's printed on, then it looks hand painted. Maybe it's not hand painted. It might be printed, but either way, it's 1980s and classic 1980s in those kind of colours as well. It goes actually quite well with the Jan Michael prints as well, doesn't it? So yeah, so I picked that one up. That was £4. The Avon lamp was a £5. So that's it. That's the whole haul for today. I'm debating whether to put the mirror onto my website. I think I might, just because I've wanted it for a long time and it's quite unusual. So what I might do is not list that one yet. Obviously, if anybody's interested in it, please do get in touch with me and we can have a conversation. So I might take some things off the website that have been there for a long time and then put some other things on, including this mirror, rather than put it on my platform. I know it'll sell quicker on my platforms, but I like to keep, at this point while my website's so new, I like to keep putting new stuff onto the website, even if it's only there for a few weeks before I move it onto my platforms, just to keep, so Google knows that the website is active, even if I'm not getting orders. I have had 3 orders from my website, which is amazing. But yes, I'm still building it and creating it and adding more products, I suppose. But that's it. So I'm off to Devon tomorrow, and I'm going, like I said, I'm going to a flea market on Saturday. I'm keen to find some ornate framed art. That's what I'd really, really like to. So I'm hoping it's a dry day, so please keep your fingers crossed for me. Although by the time you watch this video, I would have been and come back. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed my haul today. Was there anything that you liked? Do you recognise anything from childhood or from your parents' house? Just let me know. I always love to hear your feedback on everything. Is there anything you particularly liked or particularly didn't like? Also let me know about that. So I hope you liked the video today. If you did, please click on subscribe so you follow me for all my videos. And also hit the notifications button, because that way when I upload a new video, you get notified of it. And I'll see you again soon.